Hey guys, welcome back. Now, one of the big questions everyone is debating right now is what type of economic landing is coming our way. It could be a soft landing where, although it could get a bit bumpy, no major impact of the crazy rate hikes that have happened in the last 12 months will be felt. We could also get a no landing, and this would just keep things going as is, business as usual. However, Cathie Wood and the team at ARK Invest believe a hard landing is coming our way, which could bring some kind of economic chaos, more crises, and maybe a crash to stocks and crypto. And so in this video, we're going to be covering the three biggest takeaways from her latest market update, including why she believes we're headed for a hard landing as several of their indicators are now flashing red. Then we'll look at the latest with what is going on with the money supply and is there any signs a reversal is coming. And then we'll finish with her latest thoughts on crypto and the one big thing that Bitcoin is going to bring, which will disrupt the entire financial industry. Okay, so first up, Cathie Wood really does not seem bullish right now, as several of their indicators they track are now flashing red, indicating a hard landing is coming our way.
Many people are probably sick and tired of this talk about any landing. You know, they're hearing soft landing, hard landing, and most are thinking it's soft landing now. We are thinking harder landing, but how hard? We know that housing is back down to COVID lows. Inventories, we're hearing in this earnings season, big declines in inventories, especially at retail. In some cases, double-digit inventory declines, so 15%. So that's going to hit in the third quarter. Most retailers report through July. They're all coming down. M2 down nearly 4% on a year-over-year basis. Gold is down from its peak. In fact, its peak was August of 2020. Commodity prices are down on a year-over-year basis. All of this is going to feed into the CPI, which is up 3.2%, the PCE, which is up 3.3%, and the core PCE, which the Fed pays a lot of attention to, 4.2%. So we do think that inflation will drop below 2% on all of these measures within the next 3 to 6 months.
So many of the top indicators that ARK are tracking are now flashing red, indicating a recession could come Q3 or Q4. However, the good news is that they don't think it will be as bad as what happened in 2008. Now, one of the major pieces to higher asset prices is liquidity. And with the US being the largest economy in the world, US liquidity is particularly important. And so the question is, what is going on with the US money supply? And unfortunately, the money printer we all love is currently turned off and liquidity is being sucked out of the system.
So half of the solution is understanding the problem. If the economy weakens as much as we think it's going to, the Fed is now getting into the mindset with the use of that word, and we might see a pivot faster than might ordinarily be the case. After all, M2 is down roughly 4%. It has been down on a year-over-year basis for 8 months. And it actually peaked 1 year ago. And as we've said many times, this has not happened since the 1930s. The yield curve is still inverted, roughly 70 basis points. And that's a harbinger of slower than expected or lower than expected inflation or both. And we think both will be the answer there. And the yield curve has been inverted for a year now.
So one of the biggest headwinds right now is this tight monetary policy by the central bank. And for stocks and crypto to begin ripping once again, we need the money printer to be turned back on. However, right now, to help combat inflation, money is being drained from the system. As you can see, since mid-2022, liquidity went negative. And until something major breaks in the economy or stocks begin to crash, this is likely going to continue over the coming months. However, remember that the economy works in cycles, and it's only a matter of time until the cycle reverses. So to me, all this means is that this is the time for accumulation while prices are being pushed down, essentially going on sale. And know this, when the reversal does come, it's going to be quick and sudden. It's going to happen in just one day. So it's about having your portfolio in place and ready, but not financial advice. And as Warren Buffett says, money flows from the impatient to the patient. Okay, and to finish up, now, for the last 50 years, the current financial system has been taking a hidden tax on every single transaction that is made. However, things are about to change.
Bitcoin price was down. There was a lot of excitement after BlackRock filed for a Bitcoin ETF. Shot up from 26,000 to 30,000 and just came back down. One of the biggest opportunities out there is to eliminate a tax on all purchases done through the traditional financial system. And there's a tax on those unless you're using cash. And the tax is somewhere between 2.5% and 4%. That's a pretty big tax in terms of using debit and credit cards and other intermediaries. These intermediaries are going to be disintermediated by the convergence between Bitcoin and artificial intelligence. And as I started out saying, and I'm sure, and Yassi featured as well, you have to listen to it. It gives you a glimpse at how provocatively the world is going to change, and especially the traditional financial world.
And so this month, Cathie Wood really did not seem very bullish, as many of their indicators are showing a hard landing is still coming our way. One of the major pieces to higher asset prices is liquidity, which is still contracting. However, the good news is that it gives a very short period where prices are being pushed down, so a great time to accumulate. And right now, the current financial system takes a 2% fee on every single transaction, adding up to the tune of hundreds of millions of dollars. And the one big benefit that Bitcoin is going to bring is getting rid of these leeches in the middle, giving a faster transaction and letting the user keep their hard-earned money. So there you are, guys. Hope you enjoyed. Now tell me, what do you think? Is Cathie Wood right to be bearish right now? Let me know below. But just remember, we are trying out the new SuperThanks Commenting system. And this is to get rid of 100% of the trading bots and scams plaguing YouTube comments. So if you want to get your question or comment read and replied to, have a request, or just to say thanks, then use SuperThanks below. And for now, just to say, if you did enjoy anything in the video, then drop a like. And a big thank you to everyone who does. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.